Good afternoon. This is Del Freeman with Cockpit Conversations. I am sharing the cockpit today with Courtland Savage, who is founder of Fly for the Culture, which is an outstanding organization he's using to expose minorities and women to aviation and hoping to get them involved. And I think it's really interesting, Courtland, if you could just share with us how you got into aviation, why you got into aviation.
I fell into aviation because I joke a lot, and it was 2008, and Barack Obama was running for president, and I was like, joking with my friends, like, if a black man become president, I'm gonna go fly a plane. So Barack Obama was elected. I Googled a flight school. It ended up being this flight school here. I flew a plane and fell in love with it. So, this ain't nothing I dreamed of or even thought of as a kid. I was just joking around.
It started as a joke, huh? Yes. What a joke. What a joke. Man, that's awesome, man.
Well, aviation was probably, I didn't dream to become a pilot. I didn't know any pilots. I didn't dream to own a plane or any of that. It's just that I was an entrepreneur and owned several companies, having to travel to different cities that didn't have major airlines. And so one of the people that was on my team said, have you thought about general aviation? And I was like, no. And he said, well, maybe you should check it out. Maybe you want to get your pilot's license. And I went to the airport, much like this one right here, small one, and took a lesson. I quit. Next day I went back and said, I'm not a quitter. So I went back the next day, flew again, and kind of fell in love with it.
If Barack Obama becomes president, which he did, you're going to fly a plane.
Exactly how I did it.
So that got you started, and then you went into the service. You served our country well. You went to the Air Force, then you went to the Navy. You became a Navy jet fighter pilot. So how'd you do that, man? I mean, you went from not dreaming about flying to becoming a Navy jet fighter pilot.
Yes.
Landing on carriers.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know. Now that I think about it, but that came about, and I also got an interest in aviation. I got my private pilot's license at the age of 17 at the Lincoln County Airport. I ended up enlisted in the Air Force. I became a crew chief on the C-17 Globemaster. And used a GI Bill to pay my way through college.
620 Whiskey Bravo, Washington Center.
Went to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Ident, maintain VFR.
And got my bachelor's in aeronautics. Started applying to be a pilot in the Air Force.
November 7,
wasn't accepted in the Air Force. Order National Guard. So I tried the Navy. And I got hired by the Navy. And went to Officer Candidate School.
Thanks for the heads
graduated top of my class in flight training and went to fly fighters.
So there's a lot that I can say about that story. Number one is you've always had the potential to be a pilot, a Navy jet pilot. You've always had that potential since you were born. And it's cool that you worked your way into it and didn't give up till you got to where you wanted to go. So you got this organization called Fly for the Culture that appeals to me because I would like to help expose, I would like to help other minorities and women get into aviation.
Exactly.
It's a very, very cool career. Flying airplanes is a lot of fun. So talk to me about Fly for the Culture.
Well, basically, Fly for the Culture, like I said, nonprofit organization, promoting diversity and inclusion in the aviation industry, not only with just minorities, but with women as well, because we got a lack of women pilots. Only like 4% of airline pilots are women and 2% are black. So we're trying to increase that number while also fixing the pilot shortage. So both go hand in hand. We can fix both issues. Basically what we do is take young kids flying for through the donations that we receive. And I would take them actually in one of those aircraft over there. Actually, that aircraft over there in the Cessna 172.
I normally take about 50 at a time. Put 9 in there at a time.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I take them all up. Don't charge them anything because I want everybody to get the experience.
I don't charge them either.
Yeah, so I want everyone to get the experience, to go up and just expose everyone to aviation, get them excited about it. And now, I had kids that wanted to be teachers or football players and rappers. Now they're going to school and want to be pilots because they've been introduced to it. That's how you get them started. You got to introduce them to it.
I'm going to come over to your airport, and I'm going to commit to taking 100 kids flying for free, for flying for the culture. I believe in it. I believe in the mission. I believe that if you expose someone to something, if they can see it, they can be it. And so over the years, I've taken hundreds of kids flying for that reason. And so some of the kids, as you know, have never been out the ground before.
Yes.
And it's really a cool feeling when you hear them say, man, we're off the ground. We're in the air. So thank you for your time today. It's been fun hanging out with you. And
Roger, thank you.
Take care. Cockpit Conversations, Daryl Freeman, Courtland Savage. Good day.